Hey, what's going on? Tony from howtobuyandSellYourCars.com. Hope all is well. If you guys can hear me and see me, let me know. Want to make sure the audio and video is okay. I was actually just going to jump in the shower and not do this, but I was like, oh, I got to do it. I got some people waiting for me. Anyway, hope all is well, everybody. Type in the chat really quickly. Give me some feedback. Let me know that you see me and you hear me. And I want to talk about this super secret deal that I just did. And we could do some quick Q&A. And what's going on, Danny D? Can you guys hear me? I should be working out. I should work out. I'm a little tired though. I can see and hear. Awesome, awesome. How's everybody doing? How many VIPs in the house? Any F1 members in the house? Greetings from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Awesome, awesome. I'm not used to, I wonder if I flip this around, will it automatically, orientation is locked, rotate the device back. I guess I got to do it this way. VIP here, Danny D. So how are your deals so far? You making any money? Yep, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So I want to talk to you about a deal that I did. I'm not going to tell you when I did it. It was a little while back. But I just want to tell you that the profits are absolutely there if you put your mind to it and do it. So check this out. I got an auction car, and I only recommend you go into auctions if you know how to bid and if you know how to buy. Because if you go based on emotions and you start buying using your emotions that you like this car, you want it, you want to get it, then you're going to end up bidding and spending more than you really need to, right? Of course, I made a little over $8,000 so far. That's awesome. And how many flips? How many flips did you do 8,000? What's up, guys? Everybody just getting on. Type in the chat where you're from. 3 flips, 8,000 in profit. Danny D. Is that as a direct result of going through the F1 program? Can you give credit to the F1 program? I'm asking you if you learned something in there that you took and applied that allowed you to make $8,000 in profit over 3 car flips. Give me some feedback. I am curious to know. Come on, be honest. Yup, couldn't have done it without the program. Danny D, thank you so much. Danny, you will really allow me to help more people by sending in that testimonial. Could you send me an email, Danny, at Tony at howtobuyandSellYourCars.com and just type in that testimonial. I want to celebrate you to other VIP members because it's inspiring to see other people go through the program and actually see them make money. It inspires other members to do better, to get in. And Danny, what allowed you to actually do that? Why were you able to make $8,000? What was the main thing that you could relate your making of $8,000 to? Was it because you simply took action? Was it because you simply got off your butt, started looking for deals, and started putting a little bit of work in, right? Because that's what it all comes down to. You know, it's all happy go merry when people buy the program, they invest in it, but they let it sit there on the bookshelf or they let it sit there on the computer and they don't do anything with it. And they wonder why they don't get results. Everything's there step by step laid out for you in the course. Anyway, VIP, you go to howtobuyandSellYourCars.com. You could put your email in to learn more information about F1. But anyway, I think one of the easiest flips that I've ever done was a Subaru Forester. Okay, I bought it at an auction for $3,800, right? I put $200 in it. It needed a quick paint job. The back needed a quick paint. So I put $200 in it. This was a Thursday. I bought it at the auction. I got it home on Thursday. Friday, I did the work to it, right? Saturday, I posted it up online, okay? Sunday, I got a call. The guy was interested. Monday, so it was actually 4 days. Thursday, so say, well, I brought it back to the house on Friday. Was it Friday? Okay, regardless, 4 or 5 days. I can't remember. It took me 4 or 5 days. I listed it for $9,500. The guy called me on Sunday. He wanted to take a look at it. He couldn't take a look at it. I met him on Monday, and he negotiated me down from $9,500 to $9,000, and I literally made $5,000 in profit in 4 or 5 days. I mean, it's a good feeling when you know you could bring in cash like that. It really is, you know. And now with that profit, you could go on and invest in other cars to make even more, right? You could save half of it. Like I say, always save. Nice to know that the videos are there if you want to review something. Danny, please send me an email. I want to show other members and email other members of what you're doing. So if you could send an email, or if you want to send a video of kind of what you're doing. I know in this game a lot of people don't want to make videos and you know, get into detail, but if you could send me a little written testimonial, that would be awesome. Anybody else have questions on here? I will. What's the email again? The email is tony@howtobuyandSellYourCars.com. Tony@howtobuyandSellYourCars.com. Pretty long, but it's pretty straightforward. So I just wanted to inspire upon you people here that if you just put a little time in daily and you search for deals, you could do it. You know, making $5,000 in a couple of days is really, I don't want to say easy, but it's doable. If you keep searching for deals, you're going to find a deal that's going to allow you to make a couple $1,000s in profit. It's a numbers game, just like picking up chicks, right? Just like going out with women. Some guys are afraid of rejection. They never ask a girl on a date. They don't get a date. But the guy who goes out there and talks to 10 girls in a day, one of them is going to give him his number. At least if he does good, he'll probably get 3 numbers or 5 numbers if he's good looking, right? Or maybe even more. It's a numbers game. The more cars you deal with, the more offers you make, the more cars you scout and you try to buy and negotiate, the more you're going to get. That's what it comes down to. And I just wanted to put that out there. And I'm happy that Danny D was on the line today, sharing his results, sharing his direct results of making $8,000 in profit from 3 car flips as a result of going through the F1 Auto Cash Formula program. And it's a beautiful thing. So I want to say, Danny, congratulations. I wasn't expecting to see you here on today. This was not planned. Tell everybody on here this wasn't planned. But I did want to get on here tonight because it's 8 p.m. Central and do this live stream for you. So if anybody has any questions right now about flipping cars for profit, type them in. Somebody just said, where do you post your cars? Danny D said, not planned at all. So somebody said, where do you post your cars? Well, in the US, the major online advertisement is Craigslist. Okay, some cities you got to pay a couple of bucks, and still some cities are free. And if you are international, you might want to use Kijiji, Gumtree. Okay, there are different sites that you could use if you're in different locations. There's free websites all over the place. Just figure out what the biggest one is in your local area. You know, if you're in Australia or United Kingdom, and that's where you're going to want to post your car, okay? And market research. How do you find out how much? Watch last week's video. I did a video on step-by-step market research on how you can gauge the market, how you can figure out where to price your car once you get a deal, right? And just like Donald Trump always says, you make money on the buy. When you buy real estate, you're making money when you buy the deal. Okay, and then you could make it into a real money maker by adding value, right? By sprucing it up is what I say when you do the cars. With real estate, you could spruce it up as well. You know, you got to add value, which increases the value of the vehicle when you go on and flip it. All right. So I just wanted to put this inspiration out there that you can do it. I've coached and helped 16-year-old kids get started in this game, flipping scooters and motorcycles just like I did. And guys, please, when you type your questions in, try to put them in a little shorter because they go by so quickly in the feed here that by the time I try to finish reading it, it's like gone. Wow, this looks good. Thank you. My daughter hooked me up. Tony, I check Craigslist every day at least twice. Cannot find deals. Is there any suggestions? Jim, I think, thank you. It's applesauce, but it's cold and it tastes really good. Plus, I'm super thirsty.
You were? You have no water?
Anyway, thank you, Maya. Maya's so cool. She comes, what a daughter. She comes and she gives me an applesauce with her. Actually, auctions are, I think, a bad place for newbies to start out because they don't know how to buy. They don't know how to bid. They bid on emotion. I said this 5 minutes ago. You know, so the best place is actually your local private party market. Craigslist, friends and family. Tell everybody. A couple weeks ago, I made this video. Once you're getting into this game, you're going to tell everybody that you buy and sell cars for profit, even if you don't yet. Okay, even if you're just getting into it, you need to start telling people what you do. This way, when a deal comes up or somebody's thinking about it, they're going to think about you. Oh, John buys and sells. Maybe he has a car, right? Or maybe he wants to buy this beater from you, right? Friends talk. Jim, my comment was directed at you. Okay, back to Craigslist. You scout Craigslist twice a day, can't find any deals. Now, this has been brought to my attention, I would say, over 50 times in the past few years. And when I get on with VIP members, some F1 members invest in my time and we get on one-on-one telephone conversations and consultations. We get on Skype, I share my screen, I look in their private party, their local area, and they've been like, Tony, I can't find deals for 2 weeks. I go in there literally within 15, 20 minutes, I find a couple deals for them that they're like, wow, I didn't know. Wow. It's because your eyes are not trained to look for a deal. Sometimes you're skipping them. You don't know what a deal is. Sometimes you're thinking that the price that's there is the bottom line. You don't think that, oh, I can negotiate that and get $1,000 off if I brought cash. How do you know what a deal is if you don't understand the value of what you're looking at? Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. You guys have to start doing your market research. You guys have to start figuring out and seeing what a good deal is by looking in the Kelley Blue Book, by looking at the trade-in values. Okay, and I show you how to do this step by step in the F1 program. And I'm sure a lot of people, the reason why they have success is because they follow that formula that I have laid out. And they take it to heart and they put it into action, and then they start seeing deals that they'd never seen before. It's just like, you guys ever buy a car? You guys ever buy a car and now you're driving in a car, or your girlfriend has a VW Bug or something, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you see VW Bugs all over the place. Like, you see them in parking lots, you see other people driving them, right? It's a weird thing. That happens all the time, right? It's because you're trained to look at that car. It's at the top of your mind, all right? It's deep into your subconscious as well. And now you're noticing them through the corner of your eye. You're seeing deals here and there. That's how it gets once you start to commit yourself. But it doesn't happen overnight. You know, it's going to take a little bit of time, you know, a couple of weeks, a couple of months of doing it. And you train your eye. and you see, all of a sudden, you start to see the deals pop up. It's just like real estate. When you're looking for houses, to flip, you know, you're seeing 100 grand, 120 grand. You're doing the research, you're doing the market research. You know what prices are. And all of a sudden, this one for 40 grand at this location, oh my God, that's a deal, right? I could pick this up. I could do a little revamp to it, and I can sell it for 85,000, right? This is just. Do you use Craigslist to figure out market or the Kelley Blue Book, or do you use both? I use both, and there's a reason why, and I explain that step by step, and I also explained that in my previous videos. So somebody just made $2,000 right here. Just bought a Jeep for 5 grand, sold it for 2 grand, sold it for 7 grand. Awesome. What if you buy a car that you can't sell? Well, that's the thing. You have to know what cars sell, what cars don't sell. And I cover all of this in my F1 playbook and my F1 8-week video training course. So it's basically studying and researching the market, and it doesn't take long for you to get there. You could get there in a month. If you put the time in and you know how to train yourself and you know what steps to take, within 30 days, you could be on track to flipping cars for profit. I bought a car at the auction, ends up it has a blown motor. And that's why I said it again. This is the third time I'm saying it. All right, a lot of people, they go to auctions, they're newbies. They don't know what you're buying. You don't know what you're buying at auctions because they don't allow you to inspect the cars like they used to. They used to let you go in there and really inspect the cars. People used to steal radios, steal parts. That's why they don't do that anymore. So anyway, if you guys are getting some value out of this, I hope you are. Hit the like button really quickly. Show the love because I love you guys. I want you guys to succeed as well. Yes, you can get deals with salvage car. Bought an 09 Malibu for 500, replacing the engine for 800, selling it for 6,000. That's awesome. That's awesome. And deals are out there, guys. Deals are abundant. They're all over the place. I have to keep my phone is switched around, and I'm used to looking here at the camera, but my camera's on this side, so that's why I'm looking in a different location. I have to start looking over here. Anyway, I just wanted to come on tonight to give you that dose of inspiration that you can do it. Put the work in, and just like Danny D here, we probably have more VIPs on the line. How many other VIP F1 guys on the line? Anyway, I hope all is well, everybody. You said you started as a teenager. I did. I started flipping scooters when I was 13 years old, 12 or 13, 50cc scooters. And then I got into motorcycles, and then I got into cars. The first car I sold, I was 15 years old, out of a Safeway parking lot. Back in Hawaii, when you were 14 and 9 months, you could get your driver's license. So I was driving, I was on the road at 15 years old. And my stepfather said, if you sell my Honda Accord, I'll give you half the money. It was a 1989 Honda Accord. It was black. I painted it white, single stage enamel, myself at my dad's shop. And I sold it in a Safeway parking lot to some strangers. I think I sold it for $3,500 cash or whatever it was, which was below market value, by the way. I priced it way too cheap.
Way.
And of course, the people, they got crazy over it. They took it. And that was that. You know, I took that money and I started flipping more and more and more and more. And by the time I was 18, I started going to auto auctions. You had to be 21 to go to auctions, but I was going with my dad. I was going with my dad's partner, so I was able to get in the auctions but not bid. So I would say, hey, bid on that car for me, 500. You know, bid on this car, you know, 800. So that's how I started. And so when you're 15, you could absolutely start when you're 15 making money. I mean, that's a great age to start making money, period. You know, and I think, you know, with the younger bloods out there, you guys need to start looking at stuff you could do online. You know, you guys need to be out there creating YouTube channels and doing stuff like this as well. You know, not just the hardcore labor work. How much is auction license cost? It all depends. Some auctions are a couple $100 a year. Some dealer auctions, you got to be a dealer to attend. It all depends. Popular auctions are Copart, Insurance Auto Auctions, Mannheim Auctions. And most of those you could also bid online. And I've done a lot. In the past, I did a lot of buying of cars online, which kind of, you kind of make mistakes because if you're bidding online, it's best to go look at the car physically one day, you know, before you start bidding online. This way you know what you're buying instead of just bidding online, right? So that's a mistake you want to avoid, is just not seeing a car and buying it by bidding. It's a crazy thing. So anyway, I just wanted to come on for 20 minutes or so. Hope everybody's doing well. Keep cranking. VIP members, report your testimonials to me. I am very, very happy for your success. Am I still investing? Absolutely. I'm always investing in real estate. I'm looking to get some pieces of property in Hawaii soon. Yes, the truck is in the garage over here. I just set up my new tape machine. I will be physically working on the truck tomorrow. I'll show you what that looks like here quickly. So this sucker is going to be completely customized and painted.
So then your thing machine. Oh.
Pretty cool. It's going to look awesome. Here is my my new tape machine. $60.
Not bad. So what you do, the tape is here. You can just.
Most of the properties are buy and hold and rent, but I actually plan on doing multi-units soon, but you need a little bit more capital for that. So I'm actually doing some passive investing with a couple of investor groups out there right now. So we actually have a mastermind the next couple of weeks here in Dallas. So I'm involved in a lot of things. I believe that the money you make, you need to invest. You need to be smart with your money and not just blow it as you make it. This is from Japan, guys. This is a 1989 Daihatsu mini truck. I'll show you how this looks. The bed comes up like that. It is totally street legal in Japan. I want to try to get it street legal here in the States. I know they are street legal in California and Hawaii. You can get these on the road. But I need to cross a couple of humps and jump through a couple of hoops to get this legal in Texas. We'll see if I can do it. Most of them are just farm vehicles. There are not many out there, but this is a flip I could potentially make $5,000 on if I wanted to, because it's in great condition. But I'm going to be doing a custom paint job to this thing, so it's going to look really cool when I'm done with it. Panels are all off. I used to buy a lot of cars at Copart in Hawaii, but since coming to Dallas, I haven't done any Copart deals. I have done insurance auto auction deals. Let's see if I could flip the camera, because it looks like we have a couple of cows visiting us from next door. You guys see the cows? Got a little baby calf there. And
over there.
Yep, they see it, and we got like a mama. They're coming right now. Look. Pretty cool.
Aww, so cute.
Anyway, guys. So it's Tony here. If you guys want to learn how to start flipping cars for profit, making thousands of dollars per month, by knowing what cars to buy, knowing how to sell, knowing how to spruce, knowing how to negotiate, knowing how to advertise, and all the step-by-step, the basic master plan, the keys to the kingdom. Check out the F1 Auto Cash Formula program that I have. It's changed many lives, and I think you'll love the program. So check it out. just click the link below if you're on YouTube later after this video, or right over here to download the free car flipping guide. And thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank you so much as well. And this is just one of the things that I do. I like to give back. I love to help. And honestly, if I gave away my F1 trainings for free, people wouldn't take it seriously. They wouldn't follow what I have in there. And that's why the success rate of my students are so much higher, because they actually pay for a program. They have some skin in the game. They're committed to taking action and getting results, which is why they get results. Okay? Like they say, you know, free information is worthless. Sometimes to people it's valuable, but when people pay for things, there's value to it and they cherish it, right? So I like to come on here and I like to give free content, inspire you, give you some ideas. But if you want to dive deeper, check out what I offer. I don't think you'll be disappointed, and I think it'll only improve your life and allow you to gain a skill that can feed your mouth, that can feed your family's mouths, right? It's a skill set that once you learn, you can repeat over and over to make your life better, to save for college. I put myself through college from flipping cars. My parents were average middle-class parents. I didn't come from, you know, a silver spoon in my mouth. You know, I didn't have Daddy Warbucks as my daddy, you know? I come from a regular hard-working, my mom was a waitress, my dad was an auto mechanic. That's where I come from. And I just took what my father taught me, I put it to action. I made money flipping cars. I invested in it. I invested in real estate. I invested in online businesses. And I do many things, right? So you need to do many things. Like I always say, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So you could be doing some stock market stuff. You could be in real estate. You could be flipping cars. You could have a side business with a partner. You can have an online business. You could have an e-commerce business online. You could have an Amazon business. You could sell stuff on eBay. I've made tens of thousands of dollars selling automotive parts on eBay. And that's just one of the programs, one of the courses that I show you if you invest in the F1 program, the F1 Auto Cash Formula, How to Buy and Sell Cars program. My eBay Profits series is actually in there. I show you how to make tens of thousands of dollars selling car parts on eBay. That's a whole nother business model. I have had guys go through my program and all they're doing is basically flipping car parts and making money. They're buying junk cars, storing them at their house, and making $5,000, $10,000 a month selling car parts on eBay. PayPal is very, very safe. I have processed hundreds of thousands of dollars through PayPal with no issues. Knock on wood. Let me find some wood. Knock on wood. I don't need any bad luck right now. But PayPal's safe. I've never had issue with PayPal, and it's a beautiful thing. Anyways, Tony, click the link here to get the free car flipper's guide to learn how to flip cars for profit, or down here below on YouTube. After this video is after the recording's up. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much. Keep cranking, and I'll see you on next week. And if you want to see the updated truck, you'll see that next week as well. So it's Tony. Like the button, like it, share it, subscribe if you're a newbie, and I'll see you later. Cheers.